For improved system performance, long-term financial returns, and less risk on your PV projects, look to the proven performance of DuPont Materials and Solutions.
Hello and welcome to this week's PV Tech Newscast. Coming up, US solar financing scheme could lead to a 75% installations increase. Steady growth over the next 5 years for renewable power according to the IEA. Yingli tops list of Chinese PV module companies in Q1 2012. And imec to present silicon solar cell with 20.04% efficiency. Underwriters from financial institutions like Bank of America, Credit Suisse and Citigroup have come up with a creative alternative to the US Department of Treasury's solar energy tax incentive to convert sunlight into cash to pay bond investors. The Solar Energy Industries Association predicts solar installations could increase by 75%, exceeding the 3,200 megawatt goal for the year. The only downside could be that developers may have to offer higher interest rates than more established asset-backed bonds in order to attract investors. In the past, bankers used bonds supported by revenue from loans, as you would when buying a car or a house, for instance. However, it was this sort of practice that led to the global economic crisis in 2008. Solar securities are being hailed as one of the least risky investments you could make because of the absolute necessity of electricity. According to some companies in the industry, the majority of people would be more likely to give up their car payments than risk not being able to pay energy bills. Bloomberg New Energy Finance has predicted the first contract could be between Wal-Mart stores and SolarCity, who have already set in motion proposals to install systems on 60 stores across California. A new report from the International Energy Agency has said that despite the global economy, solar trade wars and policy uncertainty, solar, hydropower, wind and other renewable resources will increase by over 40% within 5 years. The report says that renewable electricity generation should expand by 1,840 terawatt-hours between 2011 and 2017, nearly 60% more than the 1,160 terawatt-hours growth found to have taken place between 2005 and 2011. The IEA reports that of the 710 gigawatt of new global renewable energy capacity expected, China accounts for almost 40%, followed by deployments in the US, India, Germany and Brazil. Electricity demand and energy needs in large and small emerging markets are also creating a cycle of improved global competition and cost reductions. The IEA report has been backed up by figures published by Bloomberg New Energy Finance. In the second quarter of this year, China saw a surge in investment to $18.3 billion, up 92% from the previous quarter. Of course, that doesn't mean the US and Europe missed out. They enjoyed a solid, although less spectacular, gain in investment in the second quarter, with 11% and 18% respectively. Overall, solar accounted for $33.6 billion of investment in quarter two, up 19% on quarter one. Continuing with the theme of Chinese success, Yingli has topped other Chinese companies in terms of shipments of PV modules in the first quarter this year. The top 5 Chinese PV module companies from the beginning of 2012 are Yingli, Trina, Suntech, Canadian Solar and Hanwha Solar One. Yingli has managed to increase its shipment volume despite the steady drop in solar panel prices. Chinese companies remain optimistic in the face of adversity, with assurances that demand from countries like Germany and Japan will continue throughout the second and third quarters of this year, thanks to new feed-in tariffs being brought in. And finally, imec will be presenting its 20.04% large area industrial level silicon solar cell at Intersolar North America, taking place in San Francisco this week. The cell combines a high efficiency with a low cost industrial process. The cells were processed at imec's newly completed solar cell pre-pilot line. This pre-pilot line is equipped with state-of-the-art industrial equipment worth €10 million. The line is operated in a flexible way with the capacity to process up to several thousand wafers per week. Well, that's all for this week. You can check out all of this week's news on PV Tech's website and tune in next week for more updates.